Hello everyone, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking and thank you for being here. These are your Jupiter in Sagittarius readings and I am doing for each sign looking at the astrology of course, but also at the tarot. So for those of you that are interested in the astrology part of the reading, I've put that part of the reading at the end because a lot of people like to go straight on to the tarot. So this way I can have both parties being happy. So I'd like to make a couple of announcements. I will have beneath in the description box below when the tarot starts, and also the link, actually the timestamp will be down the bottom for the astrology part of the reading as well. Now in the description box I will have the cards that I'm using, the tarot, whatever cards I'm using here today, so I don't need to mention each card. I'd like to say, first of all, happy birthday Capricorn. Many happy returns to you. Happy birthday. This is your solar return. It's your time to shine. And I'd also like to thank Capricorn as well as everyone else, but Capricorn because they are coming first in views, so they will be granted the free timeless reading. But Virgo is waiting on their free timeless reading, so that's going to be uploaded first for Virgo, and then gradually in the new year I will have the new reading, the bonus reading I should say, for Capricorn. Now, look out for January till June 2019 in the next 2-3 days. So I'll be doing the first 6 months of 2019 readings, and then towards the mid-2019 year, I will do the second part of the year. And I will let you know about that when they're uploaded. So January 1st to 15th readings, of course, will be up very soon as well. And today is actually the 28th of December. We're almost finished this year. It's been a tough year for everyone. Bring on 2019, I say. I know through working with people and, just generally looking at the vibes, the energies, it hasn't been easy. So bring on 2019. I'd like to thank all of you in advance for being here, for being supportive of my channel, for following me on social media, everything that you do. Thank you so much. And hopefully 2019 will be a much better year. And I'm looking forward to working with all of you. Thank you again. I'm sending you my New Year's blessings from now. Big thank you from my heart. It's been amazing. What a ride. Thank you from the deepest depths of my heart to all of you, each and every one of you. Even just for writing, for commenting, for liking, whatever you do, you are very much appreciated. And I do hope that my work and my, giving to you has helped you along your path. That would, that humbles me and that makes me feel so happy. Now, just to finish up, I've got a surprise that I'm going to announce in about a month or so. I'd like to tell all of you that on the 22nd of December, when Mercury conjuncted Jupiter, and Mercury is my ruler, I'm a double Virgo. On that day, on the 22nd of December, I had a beautiful surprise. And, it was as though I felt something was coming. And I'm going to announce that early in the new year, as soon as I have more details. Just a little something that I'm really thrilled about, and I'm sure all of you will be, for me. And it will be interesting for you to see in relation to my channel. I will get back to you on that, but I will keep you waiting, because I'm waiting on news as well, so I can't tell you exactly what's happening until the new year. So look out for that. I will keep you posted. Now, I'm going to do a spread where I will be, because we're doing Jupiter in Sag, as an example, just showing you, so I don't have to explain to each and every one of you. Let's say we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, because Jupiter transits a sign, it takes 13 months. Because Jupiter moved into Sagittarius, its own home sign, on November 8th. It will be moving out of Sagittarius on December 2nd, 2019. So I'm doing November, December, January. This is the position. How Jupiter will affect you and your sign. This is November, December, January. Here we have February, March, April. Here we've got May, June, July. And this position here will be when Jupiter will be getting slowly ready to move out of its home sign of Sagittarius. So this position will be August, September, October, and November. Okay? And then I will be pulling a card from the Mythic Oracle. I will put the description, the information at the bottom in the description box below. And I'm taking one card, and here it just happens to be Aphrodite. So this is the Mythic Oracle, and I absolutely love it. That will be your general energy. And I'm also using Lenormand as well as Vera Sibilla for more clarity. And, of course, the Romance Angels, okay? So, as I said, all the information is in the box below. So, just to give you a general overview of what the reading will be about. All right, now, on to the readings. And for those of you, don't forget, that want to listen to the astrology part, I just go into a few more details about Jupiter in Sagittarius and its retrogrades, how it's going to be retrograding. So for those of you that are interested, don't finish the video at the end of the tarot reading. All right, thank you to all of you. Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. And this is your Jupiter in Sagittarius reading. Today is the 29th of December 2018. And this transit will be, and this reading will be important to come back to up until December 2nd, 2019. So it's like an open reading, practically. It's a year-long reading because Jupiter is taking 13 months to transit through its home sign of Sag. So let's see, I'm breaking the reading down into quarters. So each card that I'm going to put down is going to pertain to each quarter, okay, of the year. Let's take the cards. Let's cut the cards for you, dear Taurus. Okay, so that's card number 1. Spirit guides and angels for Taurus, Jupiter in Sag, in their 8th house of transformation and change. So we're looking at the first quarter here, November, December, January. We've got the Ace of Cups, which is at your foundation. Okay, Ace of Cups. Next quarter is February, March, April. January, mind you, is eclipse time. So in a few days, in less than a week, we've got the first eclipse. January is going to be very interesting. Here you've got the Ace of Cups. Then we have the High Priestess for February, March, April. And the High Priestess pertains to Virgo, Piscean energy. Now, February, March, April, this is just before your birthday. Let's look at the time of your birthday. Some of you are April-born Taurians, so We start from here and then we go to this part here, May, June, July, which is also eclipse time in July, as well as Jupiter retrograde here. Your crowning card is the Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor. And let's look at the last 4 months, August, September, October, November for Jupiter. And we've got the Queen of Swords. Interesting. I'm also going to take a mythic oracle. Mythic oracle of the ancient Greek Pantheon, which is all about mythology. Let's see what the message is for you, dear Taurus, for Jupiter in Sag, November 2018. Oops. Okay, 2 cards you got. Till December 2019. 2 cards, and we have Hephaestus, which is work, and Hebe, which is play. Work and play. Okay, interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay, I will be reading from the booklet at the end of the tarot reading. For those of you who want to stick around, you can stay and listen to the messages. Mind you, after I've read these messages, there's the astrology part of the reading. That's why these readings are so long. I've actually got the links at the bottom in the description box for where the astrology starts. So we've got Hephaestus. Hephaestus. It's not easy to read. So it's a number 22, which is a master number, and it speaks of work. So lots of work. Master numbers are numbers that you don't break down. Here we've got number 35, which breaks down to an 8. And 8 is the house of Scorpio and transformation, right? And we've got play, which is a very youthful energy here. I will be reading from the booklet, as I said. Let me take a astrology card. Oh, very interesting. So the work card has also got the eclipsed sun, full moon eclipse here. And that will be happening on the 21st of January, if I'm not mistaken. And then sometime in July, sometime in July as well. Let's take for Taurus 1 card. Okay. So we're taking on the 2nd house, your assets, finances, and the things that you value. And this is your natural house. The 2nd house is the natural house of Taurus. So it does speak of your assets, your finances, and things that you value. So it's looking really good. Financially, through work, it's looking great. Let's look at love for Taurus. Archangel Michael. Spirit guides and angels for Taurus in love. Jupiter in Sag, which is your 8th house of death and transformation, shared resources, other people's money, sexual intimacy, deep psyche, conversations that are deep. And you know that the 8th house, which is Scorpio, is your karmic partner, which means that it's the sign opposite the zodiac, opposite your sign. So you Taurians tend to have quite a few of the traits of Scorpio, whereas Scorpio people have got traits of Taurus. So finding the middle ground is where the balance comes in. Okay, so let's take a card in love for Taurus, and we've got past life relationship. you have known each other before. So this is very karmic. This is soulmate, twin flame. Sometimes some people say they don't like this card because of the way the tension is. There's a lot of sexual tension here, but nevertheless, there is a lot of passion here. There's nothing wrong with having a passionate relationship, right? Okay, because in a successful relationship, you must have everything. You must balance everything out together to find the perfect relationship. Okay, let's look at the foundation. So, November, December, January, Ace of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, energy. So I'm going to say either Scorpio more than likely, or Pisces because of the High Priestess. So Scorpio, I'm saying because of the, as you could see here, just before I go on, we did talk of the 8th house. So here, as you could see, we've got the eclipsed sun. The light of the sun has been blocked, but through eclipses things change, and eclipses were always known to be, many people were frightened of eclipses because they, it's a physical phenomenon which they didn't get to see every day. And having the sun's rays blocked out says that you need to go within. During eclipses back in those days, people used to hide. They used to be afraid. But there is nothing to be afraid of. I believe in the light. Now, when the light is dim, you need to turn inwards, go into your subconscious, right? Look into your darkest depths and see what is brewing there. What is coming up for clearing, for knowledge, what we need to know, because we're made of the light and the dark, the yin and the yang, right? Ace of Cups, something is going to make you very happy. Now we've got the fishes all around here, as you could see. So unexpectedly, we've got the Ace of Cups. Some of you, this is new love coming through. For others of you, this is a relationship that is beginning. The emotions are here. Now, this could be through work. You may be offered this Ace of Cups through work. You may be offered something new through what you do, because here at the crowning position, and because we've got the 2nd house here, I want to say, of course, very importantly, your assets, finances, and the things that you value. We've got Aphrodite sitting in the front of the card here. She's all, she is your ruler, and she is everything beautiful and everything that you value. Now, this could speak of projects, and of course, things that are tangible in your life are coming in. And with the Ace of Cups, this could be an offer, okay, an offer of anything that's going to make you happy. Now, because we've got the work card here as well, and here we've got the Emperor, which the Emperor is a number 4, and it speaks of your home, your stability, your foundation, and, work has got a lot to do with our foundation. Now, if we look at the nodes, the moon's nodes, they're in, North Node is in the sign of Cancer, which is home, foundation, family, and the South Node is in Capricorn, which deals with authority, work, your career. Okay, so we've got here the Emperor, which is a number 4, who speaks of stability. Now, you may be the Emperor in your life. You may be the boss, calling the shots. Nevertheless, he does things by the book. He does things that are, in order. He does not jump the gun. He does not go for what he is passionate about, but he goes for what is the good of the whole. So this is very important. The Emperor, being someone in your life, would bring in stability. This could be your authoritarian, someone who, and it's in your crowning area. So if we look at the table here as the zodiac, right? At the top is your highest achievements, your highest goals, and that could be what you are aiming for, dear Taurus. As well as that, Capricornian energy, this could be someone that you are working for, someone that you're working under. This could be a father, a grandfather, and this also, this speaks of, if we're talking about Capricorn, which is standing in your integrity, doing the right thing, having to do things in the way that they've been done through the generations. The Emperor didn't get to where he is, just like that. He's gone through a lot. Now, this could be someone who is a father. They've been through, the experiences of becoming the elder, the wiser one. And that could be through hardship, through hard work. And that is in the time period May, June, July. Now here we've got the High Priestess, February, March, April time. And this is someone holding on to secrets. The High Priestess is a very spiritual energy. So she is aligned with the divine. This could be your energy. Or you could be dealing with another Virgo or Piscean person, sun, moon, or rising. The Emperor is Aries, Taurus, or another fire sign, so Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. And I'm going to say Capricorn again because it's at the crowning position. Okay, so for some of you, because the South Node is in Capricorn, you may, this Emperor could be someone that you have been dealing with in a past life. Let's say there was restrictions. This is something that is very familiar to you. This could be something that you need to let go of, okay, and move into the North Node energy, which is home, family, stability, parents. Some of you could be becoming the parents with the Emperor here in your crowning position. Now, the High Priestess is, as I said, all about, she has the knowing. She is the moon goddess. She's all about the moon. Now, the moon is your deepest psyche. It's your, it's the side of you that you don't know. It's your unconscious, your subconscious. This could be up and coming up and speaking to you. And you could be receiving the wisdom. As you can see, there's an owl here. So this High Priestess could be someone who deals with the occult, with astrology, with anything to do with magic and the divine. She is a spiritual guru, let's say, someone who is aligned with the higher source. And this could be your energy. This could be another side of you. And she's a number 2, which looks like an 11. She always sits between those two pillars, correct? So some of you may be growing spiritually, getting in touch with your spirituality. Maybe that's a source of strength for you. Or there could be, you could have a deep knowing in a situation. We will look at some more cards. Let's look at the position August, September, October, November. And we've got the Queen of Swords. So this is Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini energy. And this is, the Queen is someone who's been through the ringer. They've been through hardship. She speaks the truth. She could be a divorcee, someone who's been through a rough time in relationships, so she minds her heart. She only looks at the facts. Now, this could also be a solicitor, someone who works with their intellectual side, their left brain, their logic. This could be anyone in your sphere of family, friends, co-workers. This is someone who is quite bright intellectually, but emotionally she is quite cut off. So, this could even be a partner that you're dealing with, someone who's around you, someone who is not very open to this energy here. So I will be taking some more cards. One moment. Okay, so the past life relationship speaks of karma. I would say more than likely a karmic relationship. And this, if this is not a past life, then this could be through childhood, for those of you that do not believe in reincarnation. All right, let me take some more cards. So if I add up the mythic oracle cards, we've got a number 22 as well as a 35. So that adds up to 57. And 57 breaks down to a 12, which therefore breaks down to a 3, which is the Empress number. 3 is expansion and growth. Let's take another card on each position here. If we look at number 12, it's the Hanged Man. So that is, you know, sacrificing something, changing your perspective, waiting for someone or something, being spiritually aligned to receive the download from the divine. Let's take, and you know, the Hanged Man is Neptune and Piscean energy. So just letting you know that Jupiter will be squaring Neptune throughout the year of 2019. So that'll be interesting. If you want to know what that means, please go to the astrology part of the reading for more information. Let's take the first card on the November, December, January. And we've got the Seven of Cups, just like I was saying, Piscean energy. Seven of Cups. Sevens are always a number of the divine. And this is again Neptunian energy. This could be wearing rose-colored glasses in relationships of any kind. Okay, making things look bigger than what they are. Looking at things in a more of a loving and spiritual, divinely, looking at love as a divine source, where sometimes there could be, with Neptunian energy, there could be a disillusion, some sort of an illusion. You're wearing rose-colored glasses. That could be the case as well. Let me take the next card, which is February, March, April, and the High Priestess. And we've got the Ace of Coins. This is beautiful. Absolutely. Taurus, I'm sure you love that card. Let's look at the Emperor, which is May, June, July. So around your birthday, something new and stable and something very tangible, something very steady and prosperous is coming in. You are beginning something around your birthday, which is your solar return. Of course, it's the perfect time. The Emperor. We've got the Six of Wands crowning your reading. This is beautiful. Success. Acknowledgement. Wow. And let's look at the last 4 months, August, September, October, November. What is this Queen of Swords all about? And we've got the Justice card in the reverse. Wow. Okay, I'm not reading reversals. I don't know how that got reversed. So there is an injustice for some of you here with this Queen of Swords. An injustice. So an injustice through legal issues. Justice is number 11. Some of you are standing at the doorway, not ready to walk through that new portal. But you know what? Looking at the Justice card in the reverse would go from number 11 back to number 10, which is the energy of Jupiter. So there is change here for you. And you know what, Taurus? I'm going to take another card. So some of you may be at a crossroads about this Queen of Swords. This is an air sign, Libra, more than likely. Could even be Aquarius or Gemini. There is an injustice here. Let's take another card. And we've got the World card, which is a completion. Wow. Wow, Taurus. The end of a karmic cycle. The World card is very rigid energy. It's got the fixed energy on it. All the 4 fixed signs, which is Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. And again, this Queen of Swords could be an Aquarian. Sun, Moon, or Rising. All the signs that I mentioned are always Sun, Moon, and Rising. The World card is a completion of a karmic cycle. It's time to close the door. Okay, once you close the door, there's another door ahead of you, dear Taurus. Let's take some Lenormand for you. So one Lenormand card on each position. Now, some of you are closing the door on a air sign. As I said, Libra, Aquarius could be, more than likely. You could be falling for those of you that are single, Virgo or a Pisces person, or another earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, just like yourself. Let's, the Emperor, which is at the crowning section, is Aries, Taurus, or another fire sign. So we've got the 6 of Wands here. And the 6 of Wands is becoming successful. This is a number of balance, being recognized for your efforts through work, you know, being the winner, showing off your talents. Okay, so I would say that this is a promotion 100%. There is a promotion here. This is beautiful, and I believe that this is your energy. For most of you, you must have strong fire, either Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or we've got the wands showing the Sagittarian benefits for you, dear Taurus. Let's take one Lenormand. Okay, so November, December, January, we have the moon. Okay, the moon is usually in the Lenormand. This is true love. This is an emotional offer coming through with the Ace of Cups. Okay, this is, of course, your deepest, darkest psyche. The moon is also a very sensitive card. Okay, you must look into your subconscious. You may be feeling more romantic at this time. And the moon can also signify motherhood, okay, at this time. So some of you may be falling in love with someone who is a mother. Others of you are in love with your mother. You're that close with your mum. There could be an offer coming through from your mother, giving you choices, and you feel on top of the world. Okay, now this is a general reading, so it adds up. It's a 32, adds up to a 5. So whatever offer comes through, there is change for you. Let's look at the position February, March, April. With the Ace of Coins, which is a stable new beginning, new business, new job, new position, new home, new family member, a marriage, an engagement. Let's take a card on that, and the High Priestess. So we've got the scythe here. And the scythe means, yes, cutting someone out. There is some sort of a completion. But you know what it also speaks of? Look at the wheat. It speaks of receiving the harvest, receiving the goods. Okay, so taking, receiving whatever you have planted, it is time for you to receive. And number 10 is the Wheel of Fortune, is it not? Now, that was the position February, March, April. Again, that for those of you that are born in April, Perfect timing. Some of you may be actually cutting someone out, someone who's holding secrets, someone that you feel is not looking at you in a trustful way. Where there are secrets within a relationship, whatever kind of a relationship, okay, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. Now, you're trusting your intuition and you're cutting someone out of your life. Now, you may also be receiving wisdom of someone or something having been done, and you're cutting them away. Let's take 2 cards here in the May, June, July period. And we've got, wow, we've got the Sun and we've got the anchor. So the Sun and the anchor together speak of, the Sun is Leo for me, right? It's clarity, it's warmth, it's information coming through, it's children. It's also taking a risk. So the Sun is shining. It's one of the most positive cards in the Lenormand. And here we've got the anchor, which says that you are stopping there. You've found the place where you want to live. You've found the place that you want to build your foundation on. Now, this could be a metaphorical found the place or a literal found the place. This could be where you are anchoring your heart here, in this position here. Now, we've got the Sun, and I'm going to say Leo. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And you are dropping anchor. So we've got number 31, which equals a 4. 4 is home, yes? And then we've got 35, which equals an 8. Remember, 8 we said is death and transformation, the change. Okay, beautiful. Let's look at the August, September, October, November with the World card here, which could speak of world travel, traveling to a distant place. Let's take, and it's funny that, you know, Uranus soon will be moving into your sign again. So you will be finishing up with whatever, you know, whatever is not of value to you, your assets, finances, and the things that you value, dear Taurus. When Uranus moves into your home, the house of Taurus, I should say, you are going to keep what you value, and you are going to get, you're going to scrap what you don't value. And that means things, people, places, whatever, even work. Let's take that card on the World card, Queen of Swords and the Justice in the reverse. And we've got the book. So the Book of Secrets, number 26 again, which is an 8. Again, secrets on top of this Queen of Swords. I feel as though when you find out something that has been hidden, really, the ending will be here. Let's take one more. And we've got the key. So this key is a master number 33. It says that once you have this key, once you find out what was hidden, this will be the key to your success. This is a wish coming true when you find out the news. Okay? Interesting. Let's take some Sibillas, dear Taurus. So for those of you that are dealing with a karmic relationship where there is no equal give or take, you will be closing the door on that. For others of you, you may be coming together with a twin flame, with a soulmate, someone that you were very passionate about in a previous life. Seems as though in that previous life you didn't get to, your relationship did not get to evolve to a committed partnership or relationship. It looks like it was still in the sexual part of the relationship. It's as though you did not move in together, I want to say. So let's look at the first position here. And we've got Bambino. For those of you that are falling pregnant, congratulations. I did say the moon card here could speak of mother, being the mother. It's a 5, the moon, the Lenormand card, so it does bring in something to bring change. Now this can be a literal child. It is heaven sent. It's a 7, and it's funny because what you've invested in, it's time for you to reap the rewards. So this is a literal child, or this is something new that's coming through. Dottore, number 13, which is transformation, death and transformation, change, healing through a child, giving birth, and healing what you were crying over in the past, something that was hurting you. Here we've got the Doctor. Some of you, through the birth of a child or through something new, through new love coming, you will be healed, dealing with something from your past. Some of you are still stuck in the past. It's going to take you more time. Let's take one more card. Ooh, okay. So all the way down. Yeah, healing, psychological. This is melancholia. Melancholy, so psychologically being healed here. And this, you know, this is very, very sort of up in the air with the 7 of Cups. It's a 5, this card, the melancholia. Another 5, which speaks of something coming through. Let's take one more, Sibilla, on that. So someone may be suffering depression, but I feel that with the Dottore in the middle there, and it's a number 13, healing through giving, healing through receiving. Let's take another card. And we've got the Messaggero, which is a number 11. It really doesn't want to tell us anything. This could be legal documents. Let's go on to the next position. I might take another tarot on this position. So, February, March, April time with the Scythe, the Ace of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. We've got Sospiri, which is like the 3 of Wands. As I said, you're reaping the rewards. It's coming in for you. Now, some of you may be hoping to travel. You're looking at someone or something at a distance, or you're waiting for someone to travel to see you. We've got Allegrezza al cuore, so merriment and happiness. Wow, and Prigione. So this is Capricornian energy. This is the devil energy, and this is, of course, what you are cutting away. Some of you have felt imprisoned, have felt tied, bound and chained to some situation. It could have been a love triangle here that needed to change. And I feel as though with the High Priestess, you felt, you know, if someone was doing the dirty on you, you felt it. And that's why we've got the Scythe, where you're cutting someone away. Others of you may, through a promotion, be starting a business of your own, so you're going to feel more free. Okay, you're cutting those chains away. I feel as though whatever you have been bound or chained, held back by, with that Scythe, and of course the Prigione can speak, having worked really hard, you are now free to move onto something brand new. Let's take one more. And we've got La Matrice, which is the woman lover. She's a number 12, again the Hanged Man, sacrifice. She is like the Queen of Wands, someone who's very sexually orientated. This is someone who's very spontaneous. She's holding something precious in her hand. It's as though she's offering it to someone. Could there be an offer from a female if you are a male watching? Or this is a gift that's been given to a female, to a very passionate sort of a woman. If this is a woman, I suppose this could be a man. It's a general reading. Let's, I will take another tarot card on that. I'm going to take now on May, June, July, which is retrograde and eclipse season. We've got L'Amante, another 11. This is like the Knight of Cups, an offer of love. This is Romeo. Here we've got Consolante Sorpresa, which is like the card of Uranus for me, something coming in unexpectedly. And here we've got Ladro, number 10, which is the end of something negative. But be careful of thieves, be careful of jealous people, and be careful of losing something. Some of you may literally lose some money unexpectedly from someone who is taking from you. Now, if you're dealing with legal issues, this could speak of unexpected expenses coming through. Now, the expenses could be through building a new home for yourself, whatever it is, because we've got the anchor. If for those of you that are traveling and you are settling in somewhere at a distance, yes, that will cost you. But you know that this is, if this is an energy, it's the end. It's a 10. Let's take one more. And here we've got the Gran Consolazione, having everything that you desire. I believe that there is jealousy around you, so take care. Please take care. People are jealous of your success. Taurus. Okay, the Gran Consolazione is a 7. You've got the divine guidance. You've got protection. Let's look at the outcome position the last 4 months. With the book, you've got the key to the Book of Secrets. You've got the key to someone's heart. This could be a key to a brand new home. This could be a key if you are escaping a home because of narcissism around you and injustice. Let's take 3. We've got the Militare. There it is. Number 10, secrets. You've got an uphill battle, but you've got the energy and you've got the strong knees, just like Capricorn. Let go of that South Node in Capricorn, dear Taurus. Transform, another 10. This is lightness of being, the weight coming off your shoulders. You are transforming. There's a lot of scorpionic energy, right? Lightness of being, a sexual energy here. You are sexually very attractive. And here we've got the falsita, which could be an illusion. No, I don't want to say illusion. It's more like deceptive energy here. So again, be careful. Be careful. You could have someone who is around your home. This is a 4. Around your home, your stability, your foundation, your work, whatever you do every day. Be careful. There is jealousy here. Let me take one more card. And here we've got Amore. So, little Cupid. Little Cupid. Now, this could speak of you not talking about your feelings, you not talking about a new relationship, a sexual attraction. Here we've got another child. We've got the bambino, another child. So this could be another, because this is the 4 of Cups, let's say. 4 of Cups, which is the offer that's coming through. Something around the home. There's a new child coming into your home. There is an energy of love. This is, love at first sight. We've got the bow and arrow little Cupid has, and this is the love child of Venus and Mars. Just letting you know that 2019, there will be no retrograde of Mars or Venus. Thank goodness for that. So let's take a couple more cards. before wow, okay. Four of Wands, okay. Celebration, wedding, stability, another four. And I was just saying, I'm going to put it right there, okay, because this could be right here as well. Usually when the card drops, it drops in the foundation area. Now, celebration of a new child. If there has been an illness, you're overcoming an illness of psychological issues, I should say. Maybe suffering a loss in the past, or even overcoming anything to do with legalities. There will be a celebration, all right? I wanted to take a card on the High Priestess here in the position of February, March, April. The High Priestess, the Ace of Pentacles. And we've got the Queen of Coins, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is the Mother of Earth. She is the High Priestess. Her third eye is open. You are dealing with a very loving and nurturing mother. If she is not a literal mother, she is capable of motherhood. She is the best energy, dear Taurus. If this is your energy, you are very nurturing, very loving, and very giving. Okay, for those of you that are single, I see very strongly Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but Virgo because we've got the High Priestess, which is Virgo Piscean energy. So the signs that I mentioned, please, I've said Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, so we looked at that. I want to take just one more card on the outcome, and I want to take one card on the middle position. Here, we've got the Ace of Swords. Successful new beginning, cutting away whoever is all of deception, who deals with deception, who was all about lies, cutting away. Speaking your truth. Congratulations, Taurus. Let's look at Hephaestus, which is work, and Hebe, which is play. Too much work, not enough play, Taurus. Jupiter is bringing fun and playfulness and youthful energy, I would say. Let's take one card here. And we've got the Fool. There we go. You have the World card right here. As I said, you are ending a karmic cycle and beginning anew. This is the Fool. Aries energy. Some of you are beginning a brand new cycle with someone who's got strong Aries. Now, you could have even your North or South node could be in Aries. So, Aries Libra, the axis Aries Libra. Okay, so doesn't matter where the North or South node is. We've got the axis Aries Libra. Remember here? Wow. Wow, you guys. There's the injustice. So you probably may have your South node in Libra, and your North node for this life is the Fool. You're starting a new karmic cycle. Okay? Taurus, what can I say? This is amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations. I love this for you. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Before I leave, your ruler Venus, as I've done this reading for you, is in Scorpio. Again, very Scorpio. It's in your opposite sign. It's a very important, very karmic time for you right now. Let's see what the eclipses of January are going to bring. Okay, thank you so much for being here, for sharing these videos, of course, and sending you lots of love, lots of light, lots of blessings. Dear Taurus, all the best to you. Talk to you soon. Goodness me, dear Taurus, I forgot to read from the booklet for you. Oh, goodness. Okay. Hephaestus, work, the myth. Hephaestus is the son of Zeus and Hera. He was born crippled, but he was the favorite of Hera. The ultimate master craftsman, Hephaestus, is a sweet and gentle-natured god who crafted many magical things, including Pandora's box and Achilles' shield. His creations are filled with magic, life, and wonder. He is the god of the creative fire and a divine blacksmith. So for those of you that have your own business, this is incredible. The message: if Hephaestus has shown up in your cards today, it is a signal that something wonderful will happen when you do the work you love the most. Hephaestus is a craftsman who imbues his work with love, and this is a creative time where the focus is on crafting and creating true wonders in your life. Beautiful. Oh, there's more. This does not necessarily relate to the work you get paid to do, but rather the work you love to do. It may be a business you are creating, a project you are working on, or an idea or you are crafting into existence. Okay, so now is the time to pay special attention to the inspiration you are receiving for crafting. Takes a special kind of focus that requires you to be sensitive to the needs of the creation. Okay, there may be a lot of hard work required at this time, but love, passion, and devotion to what you do is also present. This is the magical time of crafting and building, and soon you will need to be a warrior for your work as you take it boldly into the world. So this does speak of expanding your knowledge and your craftsmanship to the world. Let's look at Hebe. So the myth: Hebe is the daughter of Zeus and Hera. She was the cupbearer for the gods, and from it she served the ambrosia which the gods drank. She helped Hera into her chariot and drew Hera's baths. She was eventually married to Heracles and is the goddess of youth. The message: if you have pulled this card, the essence of the child is present, and it is time to reconnect to essence and play. You may have felt yourself becoming tired, serious, heavy of late. Therefore, it is time now to relax and let go of the seriousness of the world. Be silly, expand outside your comfort zone, use your imagination and do things for the sake of fun rather than achievement. All this is essential to your health at this time. Life can be meant for a lot of things: learning, experience, achievement, but none of it means anything at all without fun and play. If you don't nourish that aspect of yourself, then you will end up feeling numb inside, and there is no real point in accomplishing anything in life if you can't feel the joy of it in any way. Okay, so your highest calling at this time is to make time for play and celebration. Your spirit is calling you to rise and honor your life. And dear Taurus, for me, as I said, I already got the message. You need to balance out work and play. Okay, too much play, not enough work does not work. Okay, and too much work and not enough play doesn't work either. So a healthy balance. All right, thank you guys again. Bye-bye. Okay, for all of you astrology lovers, Jupiter in Sagittarius. Okay, as I said in the introduction, Jupiter moved into its home sign of Sagittarius on November 8th, 2018. That was actually St. Michael's Day for those of you that look into saints, that are Catholic, or even I'm Greek Orthodox, and for us that's a very big day. It's St. Michael's Day, and Michael is my spirit guide as well. So Jupiter moving into its home sign of Sag on that day was a very, very special day for me, and I think that Jupiter's blessings for everyone is very, very different and very, very giving, very abundant for most people. Now, not everyone has got the same astrology. Not everyone is born on the same day. Of course, we're all affected in a different way, but I believe that the blessings come through in different ways for each and every person, because I believe that as a collective energy, Jupiter being the planet of abundance and expansion and growth, I believe that Jupiter brings blessings. So Jupiter moved in its home sign on November 8th, 2018. It will be there until December 2nd, 2019. So that's 13 months. It's not a year, it's 13 months, just under. So now what is Jupiter? What does it do in its home sign? Well, obviously it's very strong. It's very potent. It feels very happy there. Very happy. Now Jupiter is, and I should say Sagittarius is all about truth, spirituality, foreign places and people at a distance. Jupiter can rule any legalities, legal issues. It likes to expand on everything, even the view, the way Sagittarius looks at the world. It's a big, open place out there. It's a place where you can go on adventures and explore. So you've got a very wide angle of seeing things as looking at the world as being the bigger picture, looking at things from a wider angle. Sagittarius is also higher education, becoming the guru, looking into studies, becoming the teacher, becoming the educator. So furthering your studies to the point where you can actually become the teacher. That's what Sag is. Now Sagittarius is a fire sign, so it's very, go get 'em. It's an action sign. It's a sign that's ruled by fire. So it's very passionate. It's very spontaneous. And it's a very, very, very positive energy. So Jupiter being in its home sign of Sag gives that back to us. It likes to expand and grow and bring luck. So that's why today I did these readings on the tarot to see through the astrology and through the tarot how each astrological sign could be affected with Jupiter being in its home sign of Sag. So I'd like to now go on to one or two things that are happening with Jupiter. Now Jupiter, through the year, through its transit of Sagittarius, will be squaring the other big player, Neptune. Now Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, and Pisces can be quite delusional. Now Neptune is also it's the higher octave of Venus. So what is Venus? It's what we value. It's what we place love on, what love is for us, what we treasure, what is dear and important to us. So Neptune being the higher octave of Venus. Now Neptune is actually in its home sign of Pisces. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So it's, Neptune is completing a very, very big cycle because Neptune stays in each sign for about 14 years. So that's a very big transit. Now it's at 14 degrees of Pisces, so it's practically halfway. So it's, coming to midpoint of Pisces, and that's a very important time for whichever planet is transiting its home sign. Now, because Jupiter moves much faster, it does the astrological, it does the horoscope every year, whereas Neptune is much slower, and it takes 14 years to finish, to complete each sign, not the whole astrological zodiac, okay? So it's, the further out the planet is, the more potent its energy is, the stronger it is. So we're going to have for quite, throughout the year of 2019, we have Jupiter squaring Neptune. Now, as I said, Neptune can be delusional. Neptune could be also the divine love. Neptune is spirit. So Jupiter is expansion and growth and looking at the bigger picture. Now, Jupiter can expand on the positive and the negative. Mostly, I would say on the positive because it's a lucky planet. But when we've got difficult aspects like squares in astrology, that's it's an aspect of difficult tension, difficult energy, which, tension brings change. It's like, pulling a rubber band where it breaks. If you pull too much, the tug of war, let's say, which I usually say that the opposition where one planet is opposite the other one in the zodiac, that's my tug of war aspect. Now, the square aspect is like pulling on a rubber band. And if you're not careful, that rubber band is going to break. And that's where, you can wreak havoc. That's where you can have a lot of trouble. But sometimes going through difficult energies, through action, because that's what squares make you do. They make you take action, and therefore comes the change. So we just have to be careful with squares to try and work with the energies, go with the flow, see, use your instinct, use your intellect, feel into the energy, meditate. Now, this is what we have to look out for. We may be feeling more suspicious, more paranoia, more paranoia. I'm getting mixed up with the Greek word because that is a Greek word. We call it parania in Greek, but in English it's paranoia. So we may be feeling that over the time, and I will tell you when it will start, when Jupiter will start squaring Neptune. As well as that, we may be feeling very over-optimistic, too trusting, or we may be idealizing a romantic interest. Let's say we're interested in someone. We may be wearing rose-colored glasses and, being disillusioned of the feelings of the other. So, that's looking at the bigger picture, Neptune is spirit, of course, but it's also disillusion and illusion. So we're looking at something through rose-colored glasses. We're looking at it as being amazingly grand, huge, and so lucky with Jupiter. So be careful with shattered illusions. Now, this energy could also be testing your faith because you may be disappointed. Yes, that's in the mix as well. Beware, and if you have any disappointments, and they could be major disappointments because of Jupiter and the expansion that it makes on things, use your faith. Trust in the universe. Trust in the divine order. Trust in the divine outcome, and trust that you are not alone. Whatever you're going through, there is a reason for that. There is always a reason behind whatever happens. Now, also beware of deception. Neptune can be deception, and Jupiter can expand on that. Now, also in relation to resources, things that we own, you may not feel as secure as what you thought you would be. Even though Jupiter in Sag can bring abundance and can bring a lot of good things to us, Neptune could also be the disillusion, the illusion of having more than what you really have. And also, very importantly, avoid gambling and drugs. It's not a good time at all. Now I'm going to go into the exact squares, when these squares will be taking place. So on the 13th of January 2019 at 14 degrees and 22 minutes, that will be the exact square of Jupiter and Neptune. So they will be squaring exactly 3 times in the year 2019. So the first square, the exact square, will be on the 13th of January 2019. On the second time that they meet up exactly will be on the 16th of June 2019 at 18 degrees and 43 minutes. But at that time, Jupiter will be retrograde. So we always know when a planet goes retrograde, yes, its energy is more potent because it seems as though it's stopped in the sky, even though it's not really stopped. It's just an illusion. It's our view from Earth, the way we see it. And of course, it's closer to the Earth. It's closer to us, and that's why it gives the illusion of retrograding. So, yes, Jupiter will be retrograde at that time, and so will Pluto. And therefore, again, Pluto's energy will be much more potent. And guess what? Saturn, Kronos, the Lord of Time, the Lord of Karma, and Pluto is the Lord of Karma, I should say, and transformation. These 3 big players will all be retrograde. So Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn will all be retrograde on the 16th of June 2019. Mind you, July, I think it is, when we have the when we're going to have the eclipses. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, it's July. So June, July, very important time of year. Where are we? Just let me tell you, okay, on the 2nd of July and on the 16th of July are the next eclipses. So June, July, very important time of year. Oh, wow. It's going to be important. Now, always with retrogrades, we know we have to go within. We have to, it's a time of working, going inwards and redoing things. So that's, the chance that we're given from the divine to work on things that we need to work on. So if we're not on the proper path, we need to be put on the proper path. Now, 3rd time that they meet up in the sky, on the 21st of September 2019 at 16 degrees 59 minutes. Now, Neptune will be retrograde then, as well as Pluto. So again, the big players, whenever we're talking about the outer planets, Pluto, Neptune, Saturn and Jupiter going retrograde, it's very important. It's a massive time of change. So hold on to your hats for those dates. When we talk of the precise time, that's when the precise aspect, they're right, the square will be exact. So any time just before, I would say, is the most important time, because that's when, when they're coming to become exact, when they're coming closer and closer to the degree to be exact, that's when it's the most strongest and most potent energies that we're going to feel. Once they hit the exact point and they start to move apart, it sort of softens a little bit the energy. Okay, just so you know, it's coming up to those dates where it's the strongest of all, the energies. Now, I'd like to also say one more thing before I finish up, that Jupiter going retrograde on the 14th of January 2019 at 14 degrees and 30 minutes, Jupiter will enter its retrograde zone. It does not mean that it's retrograde. It means that it's going to be at the degrees that it will be working on. Okay, so it stops, it will sort of start to slow down, not stop, slow down at 14 degrees and 30 minutes, right? On the 14th of January, it will start to slow down. It's as though To give you an example, it's as though it's lit up, just like the sun is lit up, the sun is light. Once it starts to move into its shadow period, its light starts to dim slowly, slowly, slowly every day. So once we get to the 10th of April, and Jupiter will be at 24 degrees and 21 minutes, that's where it's going to stationary and retrograde. Now, when I say stationary, it means it will stop. It will have the illusion that it's stopped, and it will start slowly to start turning retrograde. So think of a ball that's turning, 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 and it stops. That's where it's at its most potent time. And then that's when it's stationary. Then it will start to turn the other way. So it's going to start turning retrograde. That's the time when we go inwards. That's the time where we have to try and communicate in a more practical, more, how do I say it? In a more precise manner. So we have to go over things. We have to check things. Anytime when there's a retrograde, there is miscommunication. Also, we have time to go within and work over things, redo things. That's what retrogrades are about. So, from the 14th of January till 10th of April, that's its shadow period. That's when it's slowing down. 10th of April until the 11th of August, it's actually retrograde. So that's about 4 months of Jupiter being retrograde. Now, on the 11th of August, it finishes its retrograde at 14 degrees and 30 minutes. So that means that it's come back to the time, to the point where it started its shadow period. Okay, so it's going to go over the same point where it started to slow down. So that's working over things, redoing things. You get what I mean? Hopefully. So it's back to 14 degrees and 30 minutes on the 11th of August. Okay, and it will be going over that time again. It is stationary direct though now on the 11th of August. So that means that it was going retrograde, right? I should go that way. It was going retrograde. And then on the 11th of August, it actually stopped. And it's stationary direct, so it's very potent. And then it starts to go direct, right? From 14 degrees 30 minutes until the 5th of November, when it will leave its retrograde zone. It will be at 24 degrees and 21 minutes when it is out in the clear. It is finished totally from its retrograde period. Now, 5th of November, it's about 3 days before St. Michael's Day, which is amazing. There's another blessing because Jupiter will be outside of its retrograde zone. So it's like it's covering, no, it's not like, it will be covering new turf. Now it's going to be at 24 degrees and 21 minutes, which means it's at the last 6 degrees of Sagittarius. And wow, I mean at its last 6 degrees of its own home sign, it's going to be flying. And that's where it's going to be showering everyone with its gifts. And we're all going to be, with our hands open and saying, thank you. Thank you for the blessings. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. And thank you to whoever you believe in. That's when Jupiter is going to shower us with its gifts. So looking forward to that. All right. Now, I hope that, for those of you that are expertise in astrology, you really didn't need all this explanation. This was for those people that really are not very familiar with the astrology. So I hope that was quite clear for you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here. Sending you blessings for the new year, for 2019. I will be back with more. Okay. Bye, guys. Thank you. Thank you.